Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how I did this gel manicure at home. To those of you who are new here, hello, my name is Carol. So without wasting so much time, let's get into the tutorial. You will need a lamp. I have an LED lamp that looks like this. You definitely need a lamp because gel nails do not dry easily if you don't cure them under a lamp. So this is actually very important. A cuticle pusher to just clean up your nail bed and just create a perfect area on your nails. A cuticle cutter. You don't always have to cut your cuticles, so I will see when I push mine how long they are and if there is need for me to cut them. A buffer just to buff up your nails and just create a clean, smooth canvas to work with on your nails. You will also need a file to create the shape that you want, and also you're going to need a sponge that you're going to use to just clean up the residue from buffing and filing. Or cotton wool. I will be just using both at different stages of the process. You are going to need some products like your nail cleaner. This is very important. You will also need your base coat. This is also important. You're going to need your nail color. I normally use the red, but today I'm going to try and use this pink so that I can just give that color a rest, because I actually did purchase a few colors, but I always reach for the red. So yeah, today we're just going to do something different, and I'm going to use this pink color. It's called French tulip. Is it tulip? I don't know. Yeah, and then you're gonna need a top coat. The one that I have, you have to wipe it after you cure it under the lamp. Others you don't necessarily have to wipe them off, so you just have to read the instructions of your top coat. And then you're gonna need some cuticle oil. I do not have a specific cuticle oil. I just put some regular olive oil in my empty facial serum bottle. That's what I use, and I think it does the job, honestly, because it's just for nourishment. So yeah, if you don't have cuticle oil, don't worry, just use your regular olive oil. It does the job. These are not exactly necessary, but if you don't have a steady hand, then you're gonna need something to clean up the edges of your nails when you smudge or that type of thing. So I just have them just in case, but I doubt I'm gonna use them. You also need a bowl of water. This will be the first step in preparing your cuticles for pushing and cutting, so you just need to soak them for a few seconds. So I'm now going to start pushing my cuticles gently and just extending my nail bed, because in the beginning your nails and your cuticles will be one, like they are very attached, so that makes it a little bit difficult for your nail polish to apply nicely or even last longer. That's why you have to just kind of push them and create that space and clean canvas. After pushing my cuticles, I'm going to start filing my nail, because when you detach the cuticle from the nail, there's a little bit of skin that remains on your nails, so you need to remove that skin so that all this is just so that you have a clean and smooth canvas for you to start applying your coats of nail polish. So I'm going to just remove the little white skin that you will see after pushing your cuticles with the file, again gently, because you don't want to ruin your nails. So you have to be very gentle with the file and just do it one finger at a time. So now I'm going to start to file my nails and create the shape that I want. I'm just going to stick to my natural shape. So I'll just be filing my nails, and it's important to note that when you're doing this, even when you're filing your nail bed, you should file in one direction. I know it's hard. Sometimes I forget and I just file from all directions, but you're actually supposed to file your nails in one direction. So yeah, I'm just gonna follow my natural shape and just make sure that everything is nice and clean. So now I'm going to start buffing my nails so that they are just smooth, and then I'll notice that I left a little bit of skin on the nail, so I go back in with my file, remove that extra skin and go back in with the buffer. So when you file your nails, it leaves them a little bit rigid. So what the buffer does is it brings back that smoothness to your nails, and this is what your nail polish needs to stick to a smooth surface. However, if you are using artificial nails, you might want to leave out the buffing part, because with artificial nails it is better to actually leave them rigid. So yeah, I do not have on artificial nails because I'm a cosmetology student and we are always required to have short nails. That's why I didn't use any extensions in this tutorial. Next, I'm gonna go in with a nail cleaner to just remove some excess oil that might be on your nails, and to also just clean off all that stuff that we were filing and buffing off. So yeah, this is important because if there are any oils on your nails, your nail polish is not going to stick very well and it's not going to stay for long. So you need to use a nail cleaner or something that has alcohol in it, just to make sure that all the oils are gone and your nails are ready for polishing. So yeah, I'm just going to be removing that with some cotton. However, if you do decide to use cotton like I did, make sure that when you're done, you remove all the lint from your nails, because if you make a mistake and put in your nails in the lamp with some lint, it's gonna stick there until forever, until the time that you decide to remove your nails. So just make sure that you get rid of any lint or anything. That's why I had a little sponge in the introduction of this tutorial. I just got carried away and forgot to use it and use cotton wool instead. But yeah, if you are going to be using cotton wool, just make sure that you get rid of all the little wool things and make sure that there's nothing remaining on your nails. So now we're gonna move to the polishing part, and the first step is to use a base coat. I like to use a base coat because typically these are meant to nourish your nails. They have some proteins in there, and they also make your gel polish stick and last longer. And the trick here is to just apply them in very thin layers. So that's why you see that I'm trying to remove as much as I can, so that I just apply in thin layers, because it just ends up looking better, and also it avoids smudging. So now that I'm done putting my base coat on all my nails, I'm gonna put this in the lamp for about 60 seconds and just wait for it to kind of dry. Now I'm gonna move on to the color, and I showed you already this pink color that I'm gonna use, and just as I did with my base coat, I'm going to apply it in very thin layers. I know, guys, it's tempting to just want to pile tons of nail polish at once, but then that's not gonna work for you. You're gonna end up with smudged nails and it's just gonna look lumpy. So I just find it's easier to just apply thin layers that I just build up on until I get the color that I want. And I also find that when my layers are thick and they are getting on my fingers and stuff like that, it's going to make it easier for your nails to chip off or peel off faster. So I think thin layers, bit by bit, is the way to go. Patience is key here. So once I'm done with my first coat, I'm gonna put my hand again in the lamp for about 60 seconds, wait for it to dry up, and then we are ready for our second coat. So with my second coat, I'm gonna do it the way I did my first, but now I'm gonna cap my edges and just pack a little bit of nail polish at the end of the nail. This is just going to allow the nail polish to stay for a little bit longer. Once that's done, we put it in the lamp. So now I'm just checking to see if it's the shade that I want or if I should add another coat, but I think that's fine. This shade is okay. So I'm just gonna go in with my top coat. And you also want to apply it in very thin layers, as mentioned before. With your top coat, there will be no need to cap your edges. I personally don't do that with my top coat. I'm just gonna apply it in thin layers, and yeah. After putting top coat on all my fingernails, I'm gonna put it in the lamp again for 60 seconds and allow it to dry. After this, I will leave them out for a few seconds. I actually noticed later on that I forgot to show you guys when I was wiping off my nails with the nail cleaner. But after this, you just leave them out for a few seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and then you just wipe off the tacky layer from your nails and you are done. So now I'm just checking to see if they are indeed dry. Of course they are dry, but I almost always have a problem with my thumb, so I have to put it back in there because it always dries up last. So yeah, we put it in back for about 30 seconds and it will be good to go. So yeah guys, that's my left hand done. I will go on and do the other hand off camera because I'm not trying to make this video unnecessarily long. So yeah, I'm gonna do the other hand off camera and I'll get back. Yeah, so I am done with the other hand. This is what the final look is like. The other hand took me a bit of time because it's not my dominant hand, so I have to be extra careful so that I don't smudge and all that stuff. But yeah, this is the final look, and these should last me about a week. Yeah, they typically last me about a week. I really don't know what determines how long your gel lasts, because I've also done this on my friend, same products, same steps, same techniques, and hers always lasts up to like 3 weeks. So I'm really not sure what makes your nails last longer.